guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, do not mind this seriously ratchet background. I moved back to Texas and I don't have a cute little filming background area, so I literally just hung up a white bed sheet and like with little clips that you put on chip bags. Yeah, I hung up this bed sheet and that's what I'm using. Just don't mind it. I am going to be filming a general favorites. I can't really do a yearly favorites because we've been in 2016 for a month already, which is hard to believe. And it's not really a January favorites because I've used some of this stuff for years. So it's just kind of like a mix of things. And I have a lot of products to talk about, so this is going to be a pretty long video. Be prepared. First things first, I want to talk about my favorite moisturizer. I started using this because in December I broke out or had like an allergic reaction to something and my neck was like just dry and flaky and disgusting, and I was trying everything and I came across this and I was like, you know what, I mean, it's a little expensive, but I need to get rid of whatever this is, and so I bought it. And it was the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream. I didn't realize at the time that they had different ones. The first one I got was for extra dry skin, and I used this so much that yesterday I had to go out and buy a new one, and I bought just the normal Hydro Boost Water Gel. Apparently they're different. This one's for extra dry skin, this one's just for normal skin. I would recommend getting the one for extra dry because it's oil-free, fragrance-free, and dye-free. And for some reason they didn't make the normal one fragrance-free or dye-free, which, like, it's blue, a little bit of blue, and it kind of has like a perfumey scent. It's really light. When I put it on, I don't really notice it, but I definitely would go for the one that's for extra dry skin just because it doesn't have any dye in it and you don't really like smell anything if smells bother you. But I love these so much and I use them every night, every morning, and it's just really refreshing on the skin. Next, I'm going to talk about 3 different foundations that I either have been using for years and, well, 2 I've been using for years and 1 I recently found and love. The first one is, you've probably seen me use, it's the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse foundation. This one's in light. It's like it says, it's a moussey formula, and it's kind of not sanitary because you have to like use your finger to get it out, but a little bit does go a long way. It's very full coverage. It can get cakey pretty easily though, so you kind of have to have, I use a brush to blend it out and then I go over it with a beauty blender to kind of shear it all out and blend it together. The second one is an oldie but a goodie and everybody talks about it. It's the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup. It's what I'm wearing on my skin today, and this was the first liquid foundation that I ever used and I loved it. They have such a wide variety of colors to choose from, and it's not matte and it's not what's the word I'm looking for? Luminous. It's not matte and it's not like super glowy. It just looks really natural and you can build it up, and it's really hard to get cake face with it. If you are looking for like your first foundation, I would definitely go for the L'Oreal True Match. And the other one, which I feel like everybody's been talking about these lately, but it is the Cushion foundation, specifically the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion. I've tried the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation that just comes in like the pump bottle, and I really loved that. I bought that multiple times, and what really intrigued me, I think what really intrigues everyone about this foundation is that it's a cushion. So you open it up and there's a little cushion right there, and you can get your brush and press it in there and you get, well, that one didn't have a lot, but you get foundation. Like the foundation is in the cushion and it comes out. It's really great. It's very sheer coverage. I find that you can build it up a little bit, but it is very luminous, and I have combination to oily skin, so usually I try to stay away from luminous things, but lately I was like, you know what, like I'm tired of matte, like I want the glow that everybody's talking about. So I saw this and I really want to try it because of the cushion, and I picked it up, fell in love. I set all my foundations with a powder, but I find I still have that dewy, glowy look after I set it. But yes, I love this foundation. It is a little bit more pricey for drugstore. I think it's like $16. So I was like, whew, but I'm glad I like it for that amount of money. Next, I'm going to be talking about concealers. One is drugstore and one is not. My favorite drugstore concealer is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Everybody talks about this concealer because it is great. Like, it's really lightweight and blendable. It's on the more liquidy side, but it's not like running down your face liquidy. I really like this one a lot because it's so blendable. Sometimes I'll mix this one with my other favorite foundation, which is the Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation. Not foundation. Concealer. These are concealers. I'll mix these concealers sometimes because this one I find just gives a lot more coverage, and like sometimes I don't even have to put color corrector under my eye for my dark circles because it just covers them so well. So if I want like a really blendable but full coverage concealer, I'll mix these two. They're both great. This one's obviously cheaper. I don't even know how much this is. It's somewhere in the 20s, I think. Yeah. But anyways, both great concealers. To set that concealer, I like to use the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. Like, it's e.l.f., so it's probably like, what, $2? It's really great. It really helps my under eyes not to crease because I have really creasy under eyes. So what I'll do is I'll put on my concealer, tap it out with a beauty blender, get my powder ready, set it immediately, and I find that it just lasts so much longer. I was using pressed powders for a while to set my under eyes, and it worked okay. And then this little guy was sitting in my makeup bag, and I was like, why did I stop using him? And so I tried it again, and I was like, yep, and I just fell back in love with it. So if you want something to set your under eyes that really won't dry you out but will help with the creasing, I really recommend the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. Next, I'm going to be talking about blushes, and this is a drugstore blush. It's the only blush I really use, and it is the Milani Baked Blushes. I do have their like matte rose blush, and that one's really great too. I just really like the baked ones a little bit better because I find they're a little bit more pigmented. My favorite, you can probably tell because like it's all rubbed off, is Luminoso because it's such a great color for pretty much every skin tone. It's this really peachy, light, just a really great color. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. Anyway, it's a great color, just trust me. The other one that I think is funny, I get a lot of compliments on when I wear it, and I think that's kind of funny to compliments on your blush when you go out like with strangers, but it's the Milani Baked Blush in Rose d'Oro. It's very much more like orangey red blush. It's darker. It's not really, I don't know if it's picking it up as orange. Anyways, this is Rose d'Oro and this is Luminoso. So Luminoso is a lot lighter, and like I said, like these are very pigmented, a little bit goes a long way, and they're just my favorite blushes. And they're from the drugstore. You can't get better than that. My favorite eyeshadow primer, which you've seen me use, and he's lost all of his little stuff on him because I use him so much, but I still have like a lot left, and I pretty much prime my eyes every time I do my makeup. And this is the Wet n Wild Fergie Take on the Day eyeshadow primer. And again, from the drugstore. I've tried high-end. I've tried the Too Faced. Is it Too Faced? Too Faced? I think it is. I think that's the one I'm talking about. Anyways, and I've tried like the Urban Decay Potion setting powder. Someone's at the door. Anyways, I've tried multiple primers, and this one I have always come back to because it just works the best on me, and I think it's like $3. Like, come on now. This palette I got for Christmas, and I'm obsessed with it. It's by Morphe, and it is the 35W palette. Let me just open it up real quick. Can we talk about it? Look at how pretty. This is literally, I've been using this for a month straight, just all of it. I love it. It has a mix of mattes and shimmers. And at first when I saw like this color, I was like, okay, it's a little weird, but I actually used it today just to kind of blend out these other colors that I have on my eyelids. I think I don't know, it's hard for me to pick a favorite out of these colors, but I use this one a lot, this color, and it's really beautiful, and I really like this too. I also have this on the outer V of my eye. Oh, this color though. I think this is the whole reason I bought this palette, is because this warm orangey, it's just beautiful. I love it. I love this palette. It's great. And I got this off of Haute Look because if you're not like a member of Haute Look, I really think you should be, because they have a lot of designer, not only makeup, but clothes and shoes and accessories and like home products that go on sale, and they change it out almost like every week, I want to say, or maybe it's more than that. But they have a ton of sales, and I know I got it for Christmas, but I picked it out and we bought it a little early because it was on sale. So I think we got this for maybe $15. So that's, maybe it was 20 with shipping and everything. But still, that's pretty good for this high quality of a palette, because these really are super pigmented. Let me just swatch them for you real quick. Give you a few little swatches. Like, I swatched this on the most awkward place ever. Like, can you tell? There you go. Whatever. You can see how great these shadows are, okay? That's all that matters. And then this eyeshadow I have stocked up on because it's so great. And again, it's from the drugstore. Oh, shoot. I just got makeup on my shirt. Oh, dang it. Anyways, I stocked up on this eyeshadow because it's great and it's from the drugstore. It's the Milani Bella Eyes eyeshadow in Bella White. I've tried one of their shimmery ones and I did not like it. Like, it wasn't a bad eyeshadow, it just wasn't as high quality as this one. This one is a satin matte, so it doesn't have a lot of shimmer in it, but it has like a nice sheen. And it's very pigmented. It's like, I've tried a lot of white eyeshadows and this one is just the most white, if that makes sense. I use it to highlight my brow bone today, and that's really what I like to use it for, is to highlight the brow bone, and it's in the inner corner of my eye. And yeah, I love this eyeshadow so much. I wish all of theirs were like this kind of quality. Maybe it's just the satin mattes that are this type of formula that are really great, but this is the only satin matte one that I've tried and I'm obsessed. Next, let's see. Let's talk about eyeliners. So the Maybelline gel eyeliner is great. I've used it in like almost all of my videos, I think. But I'm going to be talking about liquid liners today. My favorite, I have two, so I have two favorites, but one of mine is the Stila, I've heard it both ways, Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I think I've been using this for, not this exact one, but this eyeliner for 3 years, and I still love it. It's felt tip, obviously. It has just like a really great point and lots of product, and I find that this one is easier to go over the lid, not necessarily to get like the sharp wing, but just like on the lid, and it doesn't move. Like, it is very stay all day, won't smudge. It's great. And the other one I feel like a lot of people already know and love, and it's from the drugstore, is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I think a lot of people love this one because it's matte. Like, most liquid liners are very like shimmery, not shimmery, they have like a sheen. So like when you move, it's not matte. Like, you can tell that it's liquid eyeliner. And this one you can't. Like, it's a beautiful matte eyeliner. And it also has the felt tip. It's the wand though. It has the little wand. And you can really get like a little thin line or a thick line with it. It's just like whatever your preference is. But those are my favorite liquid liners. Get the stuff over. Next is brow products. I haven't tried the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow products. Like, I haven't bought them and used them on my own brows. I have swatched them, and really the only difference I can say about the Brow Wiz and what I use, which is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, is just that the Brow Wiz is a little softer, like the formula of it. Like if you put it on, it's just like, it's really soft and probably looks a little bit more natural. But it's $21 for a brow pencil. And as much as I would love to have that in my life, I don't have the money for that. So this one, I can't remember, maybe it's like $10, which is still, to me, personally, I'm like, oh, it's a little bit much, but I do love it, and I use it all the time. I love the spoolie. I love the actual product itself. It's what I used on my brows today. If you don't want to splurge and get the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, or the new one, which is the Brow Definer, which I would love to try that because I heard it's better for like thicker, like naturally thick brows, which I have. One day, Anastasia. But for now, NYX Micro Brow Pencil works just fine. For mascara, I like to switch up my mascaras all the time. I don't know why, I do. I just, whenever I like run out of mascara, I go and I find a new one to try. And these are the mascaras that I have come back to time and time again just over the past few years. One is the, like all my stuff that I've used, all the stuff's rubbed off, the little stuff. But anyways, it's the Maybelline Colossal Mascara in Waterproof, and I love this because I will put it on as my first coat of mascara because it's waterproof and it'll help keep my curl of my lashes. Because for me, any mascara that isn't waterproof, like my eyelashes instantly just droop. Like I can curl them all I want, and I put on a non-waterproof mascara and my eyelashes are like, no, like, sorry, we're not gonna stay curled. So if I put this on before, they stay up, which is the goal. And then what I like to go over it is the L'Oreal Voluminous Waterproof Mascara. This one, even though it says waterproof, my eyelashes still tend to droop if I use it by itself, but not as bad as if I use this that's not waterproof. Like I have to use waterproof mascaras. I just have to. And I also have really watery eyes, so if I don't, I feel like mascara will be like running down my face, and nobody wants that. Two favorite mascaras right here. Everybody has talked about this, especially in the year 2015, because I think everybody said this in their videos that 2015 is the year of contouring, and they're right. I love contouring. Like, contouring is probably my favorite part of makeup. That and lips. I really like lipstick. But yeah, I always wanted to get, you know, the high-end contouring stuff because everybody's like, oh, they're so great. They are. And what I'm going to talk about is high-end. But before I say that, I want to say that if you can find drugstore things to contour with, because I used like a Milani powder, like it was like a face powder. I just found a one that was a little bit more gray toned. But yeah, I used a bunch of drugstore stuff, and if you really want a drugstore palette that, you know, works pretty good for the money, I would try the NYX contouring palette because that one is like, it is really good. However, this one is my favorite that I've tried ever. And it is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Everybody's probably tired of hearing about this, but there's a reason that it's loved so much. It's because it's great quality and great products. So here's what's in it. You have this beautiful orangey shade, the deeper brown, the medium tone brown with the yellow banana shade, which I love. I use this more as like a bronzer to like warm up with the cheeks. And then this is a little bit more, this is really like geared toward paler skin tones, this little column, and this is more of a gray tone brown, which I use to contour. And this is like, it's not, it kind of, to me, has a pinky undertone. It's not like super pink, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just great. So I like to mix these two quite often to go over my under eyes or like to bake and use this color to contour with. But they really do just blend so beautifully, and they're very pigmented, and I just love it so much. I can't live without it. I have yet to find a drugstore highlighting powder that I really like. They just don't do it for me. And I would love to try at some point like the higher end highlighters, but normally for higher end makeup I wait and I ask for those for like special occasions because I'm poor. But I got this in a little Christmas like goodie thing. It was like all Benefit products, and it is just a little bitty baby version of the Benefit What's Up highlighting stick, and I've been like obsessed with it. I feel like everybody used this years ago, and then they got into like all these other different highlighters, and I'm just now hopping on the bandwagon. But like I use this on the tip of my nose, like on my cheeks, my cupid's bow, and I just love it so much. It's really like a beautiful like champagne-y color. It's kind of pinky, kind of gold. I don't know. I really enjoy it. It's my favorite thing to highlight with. Okay, now on to my favorite lip products. These next two items I got for Christmas, and the first one is a liquid lipstick. I love liquid lipsticks. I always have. I probably always will. There's something about a matte lip to me that's just, I just love it. I love it so much. And I got this in my stocking. Thanks, Santa. And it's the Kat Von D Everlasting liquid lipstick. This one is in Exorcism. And every time I wear this, I get compliments because it's such a beautiful, I feel like there's colors that probably look like it, but this one's just a little bit different. It's a dark, vampy, purpley brown color, and it just looks so beautiful. Yeah, I really like the way that wears. It doesn't dry my lips out too bad. It is a liquid lipstick, so it is going to be a little bit drying. The only thing I'll say about it is like even if it's dry and you like kiss your hand, you might get a little bit of transfer, but like it doesn't show off on your lips that you transferred. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can be like kissing everybody, but your lipstick will still look great afterwards. It's the weirdest thing. And the next product I want to talk about is expensive, but I've been using it non-stop, which really surprised me because, like I said, I love liquid lipsticks. Like the matte lip just appeals to me so much. But I thought I would try this out because I just heard great things about it from multiple people. And it is the Marc Jacobs lip gloss. I think... Let me just find the box because I kept the box because this was expensive. It is the Marc Jacobs Enamored High Shine Lip Lacquer. And y'all, I freaking love this thing. I got mine in Sugar Sugar, but I was having the hardest time picking what lip gloss color to get. I was like, I just don't even know. Like, what? There's just so many beautiful options. And I'm really glad I went with this one because it's more of like a nude color, so I can wear it like with everyday looks. But I just, I can't even. I hate sticky gloss, and I feel like that's why I love matte so much, is because when I was a kid, you know, you got the little terrible cheap lip glosses and you used them and they would just stick, like you couldn't open your lips, and yeah, I hated lip gloss for forever. And I was like, you know what, I really want to try this. If I don't like it, I'll return it because it's $28 for a lip gloss. If that's like nothing to you, congratulations, you're where I want to be in life. But $28 for a lip gloss to me is like, whoo, that's why I got it for Christmas. Again, I would not buy this on the regular. But this lip gloss is just, it's so beautiful. Like, just look how shiny that is. Like, I want to cry. It's so beautiful. Whoo. I just fell in love with it all over again. I love Marc Jacobs products anyways, but this lip gloss, you haven't bought one of these, like, just do it. Just bite the bullet and do it because it's great. Anyways, now that I'm off my rant, I have my final product. Woo! I feel like I'm losing my voice after talking this much, but final product, here we go. This is the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray, and I also have the dewy one. But I love both of these. I use the matte probably more often than the dewy just because, like, I don't want to be dewy all the time. Like I said, I can be a little oily. I use this all the time. My sister uses this all the time. I think it's like $7, and it's, for $7, it's really good. Is it as good as the Urban Decay All Nighter or D-Slick? Probably not. $7 compared to $30, like, I'm willing to go with this one. I really do feel like if I don't use this, my makeup won't last as long. I'm not sure about like the whole matte, but I do know on the dewy finish, like you do look a little bit more dewy. The matte, however, I feel like it helps my makeup stay on and blend together, but it doesn't make my makeup matte, if that makes sense. I think that is all of my products. I'm sure, I mean, sorry. There's other products that I could talk about that are my favorites, but I feel like this is just a good general kind of what I like to use on the regular or what I've been loving. And yeah, if you've noticed, my lighting is so much better, and I finally got a light, like, hallelujah, so I don't have to rely on the sun, because that's what I was doing. I didn't have like any lighting because I didn't have like a good lamp or anything, so I was just using the sunlight from the window. You could probably tell because the lighting was just horrid. Like it was painful for me to watch my videos and see like I look great in like one scene and the sun like sets or like a cloud comes over and I'm like orange, or it's suddenly darker and I'm just like, what is happening? Like, no. So I finally got a light and I feel like it just looks like the lighting is so much better and it just makes me so happy. On a side note, I want to try to start filming more. I want to try to start filming more regularly. Yeah, that's how you say that. Because I really do. I love filming. Sometimes I have a really hard time finding the time to film, but I need to start making it a priority. So I'm going to really try to start being on a film schedule. Hopefully. Can't make any promises. That's all I have for today's video. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys.